Hey guys, I'm back with another video, and this video is going to be a story time. But before I start the story time, I want to say please do not mind the background. Sorry the reflection. It's maybe bad, but this is the best that I'm able to do for now. And also, I want to say that the reason why it took long to making this video, let me fix the camera. The reason why it took so long to make this video is because I have family that I'm not close to, but they're still my family that watch this video, that might watch this video, and just by the title, they're not gonna like it. They're gonna have something to say. So that's why I was like, I don't know if I should make it, but I thought about it and I said, you know what, we all have our story. You guys have your story and I have mine. We all grew up differently. We all, I'm just giving my story because I know there's people out there that can relate to me, and I want to let them know that they're not alone, I hate this. There, okay. That they're not alone, and that I can relate to them, and everything's gonna be okay at the end of the day, and everything happens for a reason. Well, anyways, let's just get straight into this video. So this story time is about how I grew up with my grandparents, what happened to my parents. A lot of people ask me why did I grow up with them, and questions like that, etc., etc. You guys know already. And oh my god, the car really has to pass and kill my video right now. Anyway, so I don't really remember a lot because I am the youngest sibling of my brothers and sisters. And so I really don't remember a lot. I have bad memory, guys. But I do remember the little things, and that to this day is always gonna, I'm scarred for life. And, oh my god, I keep getting distracted. So don't mind me. But basically, my birth giver, she was in a bad situation. I don't want to get too into about her because it's a little personal, I guess you could say. If you guys do want me to talk about it, I will make another video on that topic, but I don't know if I want to. I would just really have to think about that one. But just know that my real mother, I don't even want to call her mother because she's not a mom to me, But she was in a bad situation, and she got her kids taken away, all of them. She did have a chance to fix herself up, but sadly she didn't. She didn't even try. So anyways, when I was, after all my brothers and sisters born, I'm not going to give their story, I'm going to give mine. So when I was born, I'm the last one, I'm the smallest. I am 23, and when I was born, right when I was born, the minute I was born, obviously I was not gonna be with her because the situation. But I am blessed, guys, to honestly have the privilege to be able to be with my grandparents. My grandparents that I grew up with were my dad's parents. So that way you guys know, I am so blessed for that, because if it wasn't for them to take me in as their own and raise me from day one, I do not know where I would be right now. Honestly, I could have honestly been at a foster home with a different family, not know any of my freaking family, But I thank God. I'm so blessed, honestly, for the grandparents I have, because they took me in, and one of my brothers and one of my sisters in, and raised us like if we were theirs. And there's not enough that I can thank them for that, because I swear they saved me so much. They saved me so much. But anyways, well, when I was born, whatever, we had a social worker, and the social worker I don't really know like the background behind that because I wasn't born yet, obviously. But from what I know and the story that my grandpa told me, that when I was born, and it was time for me to go home from the hospital, the social worker bring me to my grandparents' house where I'm living at now still. And my grandpa said that he was outside watering, and the nurse came up and she had me, she was carrying me, and she handed me to my grandpa. But before that, like, the social worker had called my grandpa, and she told my grandpa, like, oh, the little girl, she was born, she's ready, I'm gonna take her to you, da da da, whatever. So my grandpa's like, oh yeah, so they bring me to my grandparents, whatever, and I do not remember, like, I was born, like, I do not remember any of that part, so I can't really say much to that, but that's how I ended up growing up with my grandparents because, social worker and all that stuff. So, as I grew up, it's weird because as me growing up, like, I mean, we're little. I was little. I didn't know, like, my grandparents were not my parents. But whatever. As I got older, I did, like, I started knowing the story of, like, my birth giver and what happened with my dad and all this stuff. Like, honestly, guys, I do not have a close relationship with my dad. But my dad does live with me. But when I was younger, he was not really in my life because he was always in and out of jail. And that's another story that has to do with my birth giver and that. But that's not the point of this video. So basically, the reason why I grew up with my grandparents is because my parents were not in a good stage, my real parents. And I got taken away from my birth giver because the situation she was in. And it's so sad because I think about it, I'm like, she had a chance to fight and to fix herself up to get all her kids and everything, and she didn't even, like, bother. Like, it's sad, guys. Like, I can't even cry because I'm so, like, I have too much hurt in me that it's this kind of hurt that I don't know, I can't cry. I just disappointed. Like, how can somebody do that? Like, they give you a chance, to get yourself, like, fixed up and everything, and for your kids, like, and you don't even bother to, like, really fix yourself up for your kids. Yeah, I know it could be hard. It's really hard, but there's so many ways to get help. That's why I get mad, because when I was smaller, there was a time where she was coming to my grandparents' house because I think she lives in the area or something. And my sister, the one I grew up with, she was close with her. Well, not really close, but she did talk to her and everything like that. And but there was, like, a certain time, a point in our life where she would, like, we would hide from her. When we knew she was around, we would freaking hide. We were like, like, no, we're out, like, we gotta go. So we would hide. And but there was a time where my sister, she did, like, have some time with her. And, like, I never, like, liked her, guys. I never liked her because the reason why I didn't like her is because I couldn't believe that she left us like that. Like, how could you do that? Till this day, sorry, it's because I'm playing with my slipper. Till this day, I think about it and I'm like, I don't know what kind of person you are to do that. Like, you didn't even try. And it's sad. Like, I have no words for it. Like, really, guys, I have no words for it. But anyway, so my sister was close to her for a minute, and I was, like, really close to my sister when I was little. Me and her we were like this, guys, like this. But there's a reason why we're not, like, close anymore. That's a different story. But when my sister was close to her, like, she would tell me, like, oh, let's go, and I didn't want to go, but I went only for my sister, because like that's my sister, and I was like, we would do everything together. So for those of you, I don't even know if this story makes sense. It's probably all over the place, but I hope you guys understand like why I how I ended up with my grandparents is because of that. And if you guys are wondering like, oh, well, did you ever like get to see her or anything? This is Yes, I did get to see her. I did get to see her and everything. Like I said, my sister was close to her. But I only went with her because I went with my sister because my sister would talk to her. But I didn't like her, and I honestly, like, I don't even know why my sister was even like would go with her like to her house, or like to meet her up somewhere, if she never even cared. Honestly, guys, like, I don't care if my family's watching this and they say, she did care, whatever. You guys have your story, I have mine, and from the way I grew up and the way I seen shit, she didn't care. She gave no fucks. Why? Because there was this one time where I went with my sister and she like invited my sister to eat or something. Oh no, she was gonna make my sister a birthday party, like a little party at her apartment, so wherever she lived. And so my sister was like, "Come on, go with me." So I went with her, and we ended up eating at this like burger stand place. And I don't know what they were talking about, and this lady freaking turns around and flips me and my sister off. And she tells us, like, F you. And me and my sister look at each other, and I'm like, oh, hell no. Like, you're supposedly over here, wanna be mom, wanna be a mother, saying that, oh, you care about us, you love us, and all this stuff. But you're over here, like, in other words, like, acting who knows what. So I got mad, and my sister's like, man, F you too, like, what the hell? And I told my sister, like, I freaking knew this. Like, you say, like, I don't understand how she says she wants, like, at that point, she said, like, oh, she loved us and all this stuff and whatever, but you don't tell your kids F you, like, what the, like, what kind of shit is that? So whatever, that passed, whatever, and my sister did have a little birthday party, whatever, at her house. But I never liked her. Like, she, to me, was such a fake B. Like, come at me for freaking, people, I'm gonna get hate for this video, I know it. People are gonna be like, how can you say your mom's a B? You know what? She's not my mom. I honestly do not consider her my mom. Because a mom, or a mother, is not just somebody who gives birth and that's it. No. A mom, you need to earn that title of being called mom. Honestly. Like, people always tell me, like, regardless of anything, like, she still gave you life. It wasn't for her, you wouldn't be here. I understand that. But you guys didn't go through what I've been through. Nobody's gonna change my mind. Like, a mother to me is not just, oh, because you gave birth, you deserve to be called a mother. Bull crap. I'm sorry to put it out there, but that's bull crap. Because, excuse my language, but because a mother that gives birth, that raises their kids, that's there for their kids, that goes through everything with their kids, that deserves to be called a mother. That deserves to be called mom. Not just somebody that, is in their messed up situation, and then they have kids. They get their kids taken away for, I'm not going to get too into detail on that. And then they still give you a chance to get yourself together so you can have your kids, and you don't do anything about it. Like, you don't even try to fight for your kids. Like, that is not a mom. How can you live your life acting like you don't have kids? Like, I don't understand how they do it. I don't have kids, by the way, guys. I do not have kids, but I do have nieces and nephews. And I grew, like, I was close to my brother's son. I like how like I raised him, you could say, for a good couple months. And I realized at that moment, how can somebody have a kid and not even try for them, not even like want them, like live their life like if they didn't have kids, and just continue living the messed up life they're living? How can you live with yourself? Like, I don't understand how they can live with themselves. But anyway, enough of that. So that's basically why I do not like my birth giver. People are gonna come at me for it, but I honestly don't care what anybody says. And on the other hand, if you guys are wondering, but what about your dad? Like, you know, my dad was in and out of jail. And so that's why, you know, he was not in a good situation himself. I don't hate him, guys. My dad, I don't hate him. My birth giver, I freaking do not like her for like nothing at all. I freaking hate that lady because she hurt me so much, and I'm in the situation I'm in because of her. And I don't care what anybody got to say. You know, I'm always gonna live with this hurt in me, and I feel like it sucks because I'll never know what it feels like, you know, to have real, like a real mother love, like somebody who literally had you. I'll never have that. I'll never know what that feels like, you know, but everything happens for a reason. And, you know, maybe things, if I would have ended up with her, like maybe my situation would have been way worse, you know, because my siblings, they did live with her when they were born. They did live with her for a while. And they went through so much, guys. Honestly, I feel bad for them. I can't go into that detail because that's, you know, their story. But I'm glad that I didn't live with her at all. You know, because it's sad to know the things that she would do to my brother and my sister. Like, it's sad. Like, I feel, you know, that's why I'm so thankful for my grandparents, because they literally saved me so much. You know, my grandma is no longer with me. May she rest in peace. I miss her so much. My grandma will always be the only mother figure in my life. Like, that's my mom. And nobody will, like, change my mind. People always tell me, that's your grandma, not your mom. No, she's my mom. She did everything a mother is supposed to do for her kids. She took me in, you know, and raised me like if I was hers. She didn't have to do that. She could have let me go to a foster home. But you know what? She has such a big, beautiful heart that she took me in. And she adopted me, guys. Like, I am literally adopted. Like, she's literally my mom, you know? But, yeah. And, like I was saying, let me go back to my dad part. My dad, was in and out of jail, like I said. And I don't blame him. I don't hate him. I know he was not in a perfect, like, mindset neither. You know, he has his wrongs, but the reason why I don't hate him and stuff like that is because as I was growing up, I heard, like, I seen and I heard, like, my dad did try. He did try for his kids. Like, he really wanted to fight for us, but the situation was so hard that he couldn't win. Like, he couldn't try to get custody of us at all, you know. And he has told me himself, because he does live with me, but like, we're not close. We don't like always see each other because he's always working. And then, you know, I'm the reason why I have like love for my dad is because he changed his life around, you know, and he tried for us, like the little things. He didn't do anything big for us, you know, but the little things is what matters. Like, that shows me that, like, he tried to fight for us. And even though, like, the situation was hard and they didn't give him custody and, you know, and any of that, like, he's thankful, like, and I'm thankful that his parents were able to take at least 3 of his kids in. You know, because he does have other kids, but they grew up with separate from us, and it's sad. I wish we could have grown up together. But I get like kind of emotional, guys, but like I was saying, that's why I don't hate him. Like, when I was little, I didn't grow up with him because obviously he was in jail and everything, and he was like not a good state of mind, but now he's good. He works. He's a sponsor at NA meetings, if any of you guys know what that is. And I'm honestly proud of him. Like, to this day, he still tries to help out. Like, we may not be real close or anything, but like if I need shoes or anything, if I need clothes or something, I can, like, he got to me, you know. And yeah, well, anyways, so that's why I don't have like hate for my dad or anything. But that is, I hope this story made sense, because I was all over the place. But basically, that's how I ended up with my grandparents, because of messed up situation my parents were in, and my birth giver, like, I just have no words for that, honestly. So for those of you out there that can relate to me and have been through the same, and or have grown, like your grandparents did raise you and all this stuff, I feel you guys. You grow up with this hurt in your heart, you know, because it's sad, because I always think to myself, like, what does it feel like to grow up normal, like a normal family, like with your mom, your dad, like your siblings all together, you know? I wonder what that feels like. It must feel amazing, you know? And it's sad that I will never be able to feel that. But I know if I ever in my life end up having kids, I want my kids to have everything, guys. Everything that I've never had. Because I know what it's like. I know what it's like to not have that. You know, to not have that. And I want my kids to have everything I didn't have. It's hard, guys. It's really hard. Like, I have my moments, you know, where I'm going through life. Because, to be honest, guys, my life right now is not perfect still. Like, I'm still going through family stuff that it's crazy, you know. But I always try to remind myself that everything happens for a reason. And I'm blessed to have the grandparents I have, you know. And I thank God for still being able to have my grandpa in my life. You know, he's 90 years old, and he's strong, you know. And I may not have my grandma no more, you know, but I guess, you know, things happen, and, you know, may she rest in peace. I love her and appreciate everything she did for me. She is my mother. And, you know, it's hard, guys, because I think about it, and I tell myself, I'm 23, you know, my grandpa's 90. What am I gonna do? You know, we don't live forever. Like, what am I gonna do when I no longer have him? My life is gonna fall apart, and I need to find a way. I need to find a way to stay strong for myself. Not only for me, but for like my brother and my sister. Because honestly, guys, I don't have a perfect life. You guys want to know the story of, like, more into detail? Excuse me. Oh my god. Let me know in the comments below, and I'll think about it and I'll get into it. If you guys have any questions on this video that I left out, let me know in the comments below and I'll make a second video to this of answering any questions you guys have. But for those of you out there that can relate to me and go through similar stuff, like, keep your head up. You know, stay strong. Don't give up. Everything's going to be okay. Like, everything happens for a reason. And let's just be blessed for the little things we still have. Honestly, guys. I'm blessed for the little things. Like, I'm blessed, really blessed, because my life could have been way worse. But it's not. Even though it feels like it feels like the end of the world for me sometimes, but it's not the end of the world, and I'm so, like, blessed, guys. I'm honestly blessed. And yeah, so I hope you guys like this video. Please comment below any questions you guys have on this video, if I should make a second part to it on answering questions. Thank you guys for watching my video. I hope you guys understood me, because to be honest, I think I was all over the place, like a mess. But it was so hard for me to make this video. It was hard. It was a really hard decision, but I did it. You guys can hear the corn people that pass. Sorry about that. But yeah, please make sure you like, comment, and subscribe to my channel. And let me know what other videos you guys want me to make, and I will make them for you. I hope you guys like this video. Sorry if it was hard for you guys to understand my video. But follow my Instagram, my YouTube Instagram. It's yours truly, Steph XO. It's going to come out in my intro. Follow my social media, my Snapchat. And if you guys have any questions, hit me up on there or comment below on this video. And I will think about if I should make a second part to this video on answering your questions. Let me know any other videos you guys want me to make, and I will be happy to make it for you guys. Thank you guys for the little bit of subscribers that stay following me and are waiting for a video. Hope you guys like it. Let me know what other videos you guys want me to make. Sorry if I keep repeating myself. But this is my story, my little story time about how I ended up growing up with my grandparents and whatever happened to my mother or my dad. That is my story. So hope you guys like it. Like, comment, and subscribe. And I'll see you guys in my next video.